We got to rebound better. We got to contest shots better. This is a unique team, the way they rise up from three. And, Tatum had a big night, obviously. But, we got to take away those three. They're easy shots for him. And but the glaring thing to me was the rebounding, minus 21. Did a good job with low turnovers. I think we're going to find that watching the film that we can move the ball better and attack a little better than we did.
Is that where you feel like the biggest weak spot for you guys offensively was? 2 of your lowest scoring games this season have been against the Celtics team, so I'm curious what you think they've been doing so well against you guys.
Well, they're a great defensive team. I don't know where they rank. They're in the top 2 or 3, I would think. And so you've got to have an uncommon view of the game to try to get good shots against them. It's a thing where you got to play fast, as much so you can get good early shots as you can get good quality late shots as you have more time to work the clock. But we'll look at the shots. I know we had some early that were pretty good that we missed, got us off to a rough start. But we never had a lead in the game, and we're doing some good things defensively, but the rebounding is a big problem.
The challenge of cross-matching against them with the size you guys start with, but they have all the wings they could play basically throughout the whole game. I mean, how do you as the coach view what you have to change, if anything, rotationally, just given how tricky it can be to match up against them?
Well, we got to see who we have available for the next game before we even talk about any of that kind of stuff. But look, they've got the best starting 5 in basketball. I think it's pretty clear. I mean, 1 through 5, they do everything. And so, it's a big task. It's a big task to try to contain them. And it's a big task to try to get great shots against them. But you certainly can't give them, 13 second chances and give up 21 extra possessions with that kind of difference in rebounding. So that's a big thing.
So obviously 8 of 42 from 3. Ty was saying he was happy with just about all of those. Would you agree? I guess was this just a night where you guys missed shots that you usually make? I
got to look at it. Are you talking about him?
He said.
Yeah,
he likes most of them.
Those are shots he can make.
Well, not just him, the whole team.
I think there's always a thing of context. They're just certain shots that aren't the right shots. But I'll look at it. Playing against these guys is kind of like being a hitter against Nolan Ryan. I mean, if you get a good pitch on the first pitch, you better take a swing at it. And so we have to be aggressive, but we also have to use the space on the floor, move it, try to change angles, and put as much pressure on us as we can. And so we got to look at it.
You mentioned having to know who's available tomorrow. I guess was this about as rough a matchup as you can have to be Monday, right? I forget what day it is. Is this about as rough a matchup as you can have to be missing Bruce and Andrew? I mean, it's always tough to not have them, but was it particularly tough when you got these many wings?
We got enough depth to compete with these guys. We were right there. We were down 1 and gave up a 2-pointer at the end of the third quarter, and we were down 3 after 3 and hadn't played particularly well. So look, we can compete without a couple of guys, but we're always going to be better if we have everybody. So we'll see where we are on Monday. But this is a team that you want to have all your weapons.
When they're mixing it up with Ty, trying to limit what he's doing, what more do you need from the other 4 guys to create that ball movement, improve that spacing and such?
I'm not going to get into strategy stuff, in a post-game press conference. In general, we need to get more stops and rebounds. That will give us more momentum into our offense. I can't believe that our paint attack numbers were great tonight. We got to get in the paint more. That's a starting point. Those are general things, but Ty always figures things out. That's never going to be the issue. The issue is correcting some of the habits that you have to really do well against Boston as far as contesting the three-point line and rebounding. And so those are areas where I think, we have some correctable things, and we just simply got to do better.